Welcome to Motherhood Madness and Marvels, okay? So if you marvel at the madness that is your life as a mother and entrepreneur, this is the place for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on this journey. Bye. All right, everyone, back for another one. I am in the car. It is actually end of the week, and I just wanted to stay on task and give you all some more content. So a couple of things that I want to talk about today. I want to say that I am using a VA. I'll let you know where I got this VA from, and it's really early, so I will shoot a follow-up video on kind of how it turned out. But I used Woodbows, Woodbows, okay? And the onboarding was a little bit rocky, not really because of anything that they did, but they had a VA whose schedule changed because we really wanted calls on the weekends. So there are tons and tons and tons of videos talking about VAs. So this is my first step with doing it, and our VA is working 10 hours a week and is mostly concentrated on making calls. All right, so if anything, I am efficiency queen, right? So what I found with having the VA hasn't closed any sales yet. So before I even get into that, let me talk about what I want the VA to do, how the onboarding went, etc., etc. So we onboarded, and he's great. He's actually located out of India, 10 hours a week. So you have to do the conversion for the hours that you need them to work. So they're about maybe 6 hours ahead. And so I really want them to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday calls, right? So it took us a little time to work out the scheduling, and we had to prep. So we had to create a FAQ, which is frequently asked questions. And if you follow on my other YouTube page, Nurse Stephanie Victoria, that page is dedicated for the students. I go over the skills. And that page is correlated to my private occupational school. So I create a lot of videos explaining the certificate programs. And so we were able to give him FAQs, and we were able to give him links to YouTube videos that if the person said they need more information about this class versus the other, he can quickly forward it to the student. Okay. So if you're thinking about getting a VA, a robust, FAQ, just all frequently asked questions. I do not want him to engage with current students at the moment, at least. So I made it very clear for prospective students. So once they were current students, there's specific instructions to contact our other business number. And that brings me to a point of, sometimes your business number, if you're doing your marketing and getting your leads, you may want to consider a phone number for prospective clients or students or whatever, or customers that your business pertains to, and then a number so that people can reach you who've already purchased, who are already in your ecosystem and you're already helping. So that's just a little sidebar. But so number one, the FAQ. Number two, make videos on YouTube. And if you haven't started a YouTube page, what you can do is create a page. And if you're not ready to get it public or anything like that, you can actually upload a video as unlisted or as private, or people who only have a link can see. And I really love these YouTube video links, because a lot of times, no matter what you put in the copyright or email subject line, your video speaking directly to your customer, nothing is going to beat that. So you could add that video into your automation. And if you go through our funnels, we actually add the videos in our emails, we add them in our text campaigns, etc. But let me stay on track with the VA. So the VA has the FAQ, the VA has YouTube links, and specific instructions. If they ask about this course, send this video. And this is a document on a Google Sheet that we created for him. And so usually what we say to have open, he would have our Wix page open so he could see the leads. He'll have his Google Sheet open for all of the links. And then we use justcall.io. So justcall.io. I haven't done a market analysis to see where it falls in comparison to price. I actually got that from another kind of video session that I did. We use it and it's user friendly and I love it. Now we're adding on the list for this year to go through all our software, compare and contrast and see. But right now I say if it's not broke, don't fix it. So we have other priorities than trying to find a different online phone service. So this is an online web-based phone service. You're able to add someone as a team, and I like it because you could hear the recording. So being that it's a virtual assistant, this is somebody, it's my brand. I want to make sure that I like how he's speaking to potential customers or anyone who calls the number. So all calls are automatically recorded. Okay, so let's run through the list. We have a FAQ, we have a YouTube video links to explain everything, right? Because the virtual assistant is not you. You're the specialist in whatever your business is. And then we have the Just Call platform to make the calls. And then the next thing that I set up, because I want to track, I want to see how it's going, if he's closing sales. So I actually process through Square. I have a couple of payment processors. You can make separate links. So I made separate links for him, and I think I called it customer specialist or something like that. But when the links go through, I will be able to know that this is a sale that he closed. Okay, and so in that FAQ document, that live Google Web document, he has the YouTube links and he has a Square link. So in the moment while he's talking to the person, he could say, I just sent you this. I don't want the VA taking any payment information. Once he sends the link out to the customer, he could stay on the phone with the customer, but the customer could input the information and check out, etc., etc. So our FAQ is like robust. Our documents maybe like 3 pages long with, you know, bold heading and everything to make it very clear. We did onboard with him. So I really am, so far we're 2 weeks in, and I think the number one feeling that I love about it is just feeling that on the weekends when I'm with my family, you know, calls are being answered and calls are being made. Because sometimes when you go off from the weekend, Monday I have class, so I'm not getting back to a phone call or a lead maybe 2-3 days. So as it's going, I do project that we will up him to full time. I just want to go a month to kind of just see. And the one thing with the VA is that very much a go-getter, but I know my sales turnaround cycle, meaning someone has to be in my automation for about 2 months before they convert. So he kind of just thought he was going to get on and close, but given the nature of the business is a school, people like to see that it fits the work schedule, that it fits their family life. They like to speak to their husband and wife. They like to set up childcare. So there's a lot that goes into applying for or starting a certificate program. All right. So that's our sales cycle. And so with the calls that he's made, there's no doubt in my mind that he is going to start closing sales, especially when he follows up on his leads next week, the week after, etc. And so that's kind of what I wanted to share about the VA and how things to think about when you're thinking about setting up a VA. I don't even have an affiliate link set up, but I really like Woodbows, and I will get back on and let you know if anything changed, or if there's anyone else that I suggest. But for right now, that's who I'm using. And so we know, as being mothers, sometimes you're like, you just need, you know, to clone yourself and have 4, 5, 6 people helping. You know, childcare is kind of the best investment, whether part-time, whether full-time. And so you know what a difference that can make in your life and your productivity, not just for your business, but in terms of your own household, where I have multiple children, different ages. When the sitter is there, I could kind of help my son read, and she can kind of keep the other two engaged, because we know with multiple children back to back, sometimes they don't let you carve out individual time for their siblings. So efficiency is queen. Efficiency increases productivity. So you have to find a way to be more efficient. So if your budget allows, always look at the return. I would consider getting a VA and starting small and honing in really on the task that you want them to do. And finally, along with how to set them up, you want them working on tasks that bring in income, okay? Granted, you're lost in the weeds and all of those admin tasks get tedious, but put them on something that is going to bring income into your business. All right, so I'm trying to keep these videos short. We're already on 10 minutes here. But of course, you know, we're the home where we connect, growing our businesses in a way that's going to manifest the life we want for our children, ourselves, our generational success, our family, etc., their future. So drop your thoughts in the comments, any questions that you want me to ask. I'm going to get on here more frequently and post more videos and continue to manifest greatness in your life. All right, bye.